What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on PLTR ticker.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then we'll continue with the news directly related to Palantir and related to the market in general. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Moomoo valued up to $7,000, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account and deposit as little as $1. This is guaranteed free money. Full details you can see on the screen right now. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here, right after we had this bounce from this yellow line. It is the support/resistance from previous top, and it is roughly $12.5 price point. And I've told you that on a greater scale we have this is our first wave, this is our second, third, fourth, and we have to hit higher targets with the top of our fifth wave. And I have to say that for now, during the last several sessions, we have this sideways movement. We broke this support line, but this breakout below this range was on extended hours, and we bounced back immediately. This means we still have this range as our range of support, and we have decent chances to have a bounce from this level. But also we have some negative news related to the general market, and definitely if uncertainty times will continue in upcoming sessions, we might see lower price action, and we have to be prepared for this. So, and let's continue with the fundamental news, and let me show you what is the main news for now for the markets. On April the 12th, on CNBC, we have this article that is titled "Consumer Prices Rose 8.5% in March, slightly hotter than expected and the highest since 1981. And let me quote you this. Headline CPI in March rose by 8.5% from a year ago, the fastest annual gain since December 1981 and 1/10 of a percentage point above the estimate. Surging food, energy and shelter costs helped account for the gain. Real worker earnings fell by another 0.8% during the month as the cost of living outpaced otherwise strong pay gains. And definitely, this news was quite negative for the market because in general 8.5% of inflation is extremely high. And let me show you this chart. As you can see, 8.54% is the highest point right now. And let me show you right here on this price chart that we have this 8.5% of inflation. That is the same that it was at the end of 1981. And definitely this huge spike in inflation leads to more hawkish action from Federal Reserve. And let me show you this. We are on Reuters.com, and this article was published right after the Consumer Price Index was published. And it says, Fed's Brainerd, rate hikes balance sheet trim to bring down inflation. Let me quote you this. The Federal Reserve will conduct a series of interest rate hikes and begin reducing its massive bond holdings as soon as June to help bring down inflation that hit a fresh 40-year high in March, Fed Governor Lyle Brainerd said on Tuesday. Getting inflation back down toward the Fed's 2% goal is the central bank's most important task, Brainerd told the Wall Street Journal in an interview. Consumer prices soared 8.5% in March, a government report showed on Tuesday. Several of Brainerd's fellow policymakers, including Fed Chair Jerome Powell, have signaled they may need to jack up interest rates in bigger than usual half-point increments to get policy more quickly to a neutral rate of about 2.4%. So borrowing costs will at least no longer be stimulating growth. And definitely in upcoming Federal Reserve's meeting, we might see the increase in interest rates at least to 0.5%. And next Federal Reserve's meeting will take place on May 3rd and 4th. And definitely we have a little bit more than 2 weeks until it happens. And for now, we might see higher levels of volatility on the markets because of this news. So, and let me show you another news directly related to Palantir. We have new coverage from Monnes, Crespi and Hart agency, and it was made on April 11th, as you can see, and they set a buy rating with a price target of $20. And I have to say that it is the same price target that I marked on my previous video, and from the technical standpoint I will show you why it is the most viable medium-term target for this asset. And let me show you in details about this estimation. We are on Yahoo Finance, and this article was published on April 11th, and it says buy Palantir stock because $20 is around the corner, says analyst. And let me quote you this: Russia's invasion of Ukraine has highlighted how fragile democracy can be and how important it is for the United States to cultivate a strong military. So says Monnes analyst Brian White, who also thinks Palantir's unique approach leaves it well positioned to benefit from this necessity. We believe the recent chaos initially ushered in by the pandemic, and now the situation in Ukraine shines a light on the critical nature of the proprietary work consummated by Palantir over the years. Increasingly, we expect more organizations will recognize the value of Palantir's software, said the 5-star analyst. And right here, I will put the link on this article in the description below. In this article, you might find how important Palantir's software for the government use and for the commercial use as well. Right here, he describes some of the fundamentals and quite strong numbers of their revenues. And let me quote you the last paragraph. With all the above as backdrop, White initiated coverage of Palantir stock with a buy rating and $20 price target. This figure conveys his confidence in Palantir's ability to soar 57% in the next 12 months. And I have to say that, as I already mentioned, it is the most pragmatic, in my opinion, price target. And let me show you why I think so. So let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So let's switch to Palantir and let's switch to hourly time frame. And let me show you the latest movement in detail. As I already mentioned, we have several waves, and from this bottom, from its swing low of $9.45, probably we have several waves that already formed. And for now, we have the bottom of our fourth wave slightly below the previous bottom. And that is why I have to adjust some tools. First of all, I have to adjust the Fibonacci extension tool that I pulled from this bottom to this top to project the length of the fifth wave compared to the third one. And I have to adjust this tool like this to the bottom of the fourth wave, and the most probable ranges are following. It is a 0.786 Fibonacci extension level, it is $15.88 price point. Next one is $16.9, it is a one-to-one extension, and right here we have $19.85 at 1.618 extension level at the most aggressive price target. And it is also confluence with these recent tops, and it is the confluence of $20 price point of this analyst, as you can see, from Monnes, Crespi and Hart. And definitely, in my opinion, in upcoming several months, we might hit this range, and we have to be prepared for this price action. But also, if we will have more uncertainty on the markets, if we will have more bearish pressure from Federal Reserve, that will definitely push the price of Palantir a little bit lower. But I don't think that we might go drastically deep. So, I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live.